Health and safety is really important when you are eco-printing, whether you are using traditional mordants or working as I do in the dirty pot. The first thing I should say is do not use the same equipment for eco-printing as that which you intend using for cooking in your kitchen afterwards. So this would be your pots, or maybe you have big spoons or tongs that you're going to stir the pot with or remove bundles with. Do not use those for cooking or in the kitchen afterwards. Wear sensible clothes that are not flapping all around, so you're not likely to either get them into pot liquid or to spill things on yourself. This is important. You need to wear good shoes or safety boots, not open-toed sandals, because when you're eco-printing, you're going to have a heat source, you're going to be dealing with boiling liquid, and you will be taking your bundles out of the pot when they have finished processing. And it's important when you put them into the pot that you slip them in under the boiling pot liquid carefully. But when you take them out, if you have any additional vegetation in the pot, it's even more important to be careful. Because if you have rolled your fabric up on any metal pipes or any pipes, whether they're silicone or a metal, you may discover that some of the vegetation has got caught in that pipe or tube. And when you lift the bundle out and you're holding it up with the tongs, suddenly the vegetation will shoot out and hot liquid, boiling liquid, will come out as well. So there is a risk of burning your feet if you are not careful. Then when you are handling rust water, I recommend that you wear gloves. And I also recommend that you actually write FE, which is the chemical symbol for iron, on the gloves that you are going to be dipping your hands into the rust water to potentially prepare cellulose-based fabric. Because rust has an effect on plant material that has a lot of tannin. And if you start handling your fabric with your dirty, rusty metal gloves, you may inadvertently cause a chemical reaction somewhere that you do not want it to happen. So it's just good practice. It keeps your hands clean, and it's good practice to use rubber gloves when you are dipping fabric into rust water. And I would also say it is very important to process your bundles in a space that is well ventilated. I like to work outside or in my garage, but if you need to use your cooker in the kitchen to process your bundles, please make sure that you keep windows open at all times so that air is circulating. And I highly recommend that you wear a face mask. Now, I do not personally wear one when I am working outside, but if you are working in a more confined space, or if you feel your chest getting tight or your throat sore, it's possible that you may be slightly allergic to either the vinegar or the composition of your dirty pot water as it's boiling and you're inhaling that liquid. You may not smell it, but a mask will prevent that happening. I have had 2 people over a period of about 8 years who were allergic to the vinegar. So wearing a mask immediately prevented this issue. So that's it. Wear sensible clothing. Make sure you don't have open-toed sandals. Be careful not to get a steam burn when you are putting bundles in and out of the pot. Also when you lift the lid. And make sure that you don't use the same equipment for cooking afterwards. Consider wearing a mask and also consider wearing rubber gloves.